Hi everyone and welcome to my baking day. Today I'm making cinnamon rolls. Yum! Alright, so the first thing I have to do is warm some milk in the microwave. So let me just pour this in here. 3/4 of a cup. Put it in there. Alright, that's ready. I'm going to pour it into this bowl and then add my yeast. Ooh, okay. Alright, so the yeast is in there. I'm going to put that away in the fridge. Next I need to add an egg. And 1 egg yolk. So for this I'm going to put it into the bowl. And then scoop out my egg yolk with a spoon. Let all the egg white fall away and just drop it right in. We'll have to save that later for some omelet or something. Next I need 1/4 cup of sugar. All the way to the top. And let me shake that on top too. Now we need 1/4 cup of butter melted. So I'm going to just mark that on the 1/4 cup. And then cut it all the way down. Oh, there we go. Put it in this dish. Woo. And then put that in the microwave to melt it. All right, it's ready. Oh, it's very hot. Ow, 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 ow! That was too hot for my fingers. That was really hot, so I put on my oven mitts. Oh. And I have to pour that in. All right. And now I have to start mixing. So I have to put on my mixer. And I have to put on my mixing wand. And this is my first time trying this. All right, I think we're done. Let's see. All right, next I need to add my flour. Let me just take this off. Whoopsie. Next I need to add flour. How much flour, you might ask? 3 cups. 3 cups? 3 cups of flour. One. 2. 3. 3 cups of flour. And then I need to put in a tablespoon of salt. Oh my goodness. A teaspoon of salt. Here we go. There we go. There's our teaspoon of salt. And now I need to mix that with a wooden spoon. Wooden spoon. So start mixing it around. This is the part we like to do at school, is mixing. Mixing my ingredients, my wet ingredients and my dry ingredients. And I should do this until a dough starts to form. It looks like it. It's not mixing wet and dry anymore. It looks like one big clump, don't you think? All right. All right, now I need to stick on my dough hook. I've never used a dough hook before. Today is my first try. Let's see how it goes. here's the dough hook, just like the other mixing thing. Put it on like that, and put this down here, and lock it into place. And then we need to stir it all around. All right, it looks like my dough is starting to form, but there's some bits at the bottom. So I'm just going to stop this, open it up, and I'm going to mix those two parts together so that everything at the bottom is mixing in too. All right, back on, lock it in place. All right, it sounds like my machine is done. Let's open it up. Let's see our dough. Our dough's kind of in a ball, so I'm going to knead it out a bit on the counter. All right. Starting to break apart, so I think it's ready for resting. All right, so now that my dough's ready, it's time to put it in the bowl and let it rest. So I've got oil in my bowl, and then I just put my dough in, flip it upside down a couple times to coat the surface. This is just to make it not be sticky. All right, I have to leave it in there, and I have to cover it. Whoopsie. So now we need a 1/4 cup of butter, and we need to soften it and mix it with our brown sugar and cinnamon. So I'm going to put this back in the microwave. While we're doing that, we're going to measure out our brown sugar and cinnamon. Let's just move this out of there. All right. I need 3/4 of a cup. Half a cup. And 1/4 of a cup. And then I need my cinnamon. I like a lot of cinnamon. All right, now we're gonna add the butter. It's not too hot this time. Get it all in there. All right, I'm gonna get a new spoon for this. I'm just gonna mix this together. I'm gonna make a really dark, very sweet, yummy mix. All right, it's time to roll out our dough. Here we go. Put flour on this so that it doesn't stick. And look at this dough. It got so big. And now it's getting so small again. All right. Let's just roll this out and turn it. Roll it out. I'm just gonna All right, I'm just going to finish rolling that out. All right, now it's time to spread our sugar mix. So you can just plop it on in different spots and then spread it over the whole thing. All right. Okay. And we're just going to spread that out all over, making the whole thing a nice delicious cinnamon brown color. And now we're going to roll it up. So we're just going to make a tight little roll over here. And make it all the same. Going straight across, going back and forth, making sure the roll is happening everywhere all at once. And then I can kind of just do this with my hands until we get here to the end. All right. So good. Next part is cutting. All right, so now comes the cutting. And instead of using a knife, I'm going to use floss. This is what we use to floss our teeth. So I'm just going to go right to the middle and pull it. Oh. And then we have one. And then we're going to do the next one. There it is. One's ready. Two are ready. Three are ready. Four. And five. 10. So we're going to pack them more loosely. All right, now that they're all cut, I just need to cover it with a cloth and let it rest right over here in a nice warm spot while my oven heats up. So our cinnamon rolls have risen and they're nice and poofy, and now we're going to stick them in the oven. Yum yum. All right, it's time to take them out of the oven. They look delicious. Brown on top. Now we can put on the icing. Okay. I like to put it on while it's hot so all the icing can mix in there and get them all gooey.